it's Holiday Branch and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's so good to finally talk to you guys. I've been trying to film for a while, but the thing is that my fucking Samsung keeps running out of battery, and there was coming to a point in where I kept deleting, and the memory would just not get any better. So I ended up buying an SD card, and I'm back to filming. I have 168 gigabytes. Is it gigabytes, babe? Yeah, 168 gigabytes full of memory, and so I'm excited to be talking to you guys. You guys can see I did my makeup look, and I've been keeping my shit on, my goals on track during this quarantine. I actually been getting really better. I've been getting really better on doing my makeup. The speed, it's I still take about an hour or two to get ready, but my makeup skills are starting to get a lot more better. The palette that I used was Hanker Henry Living in Colors that I got in my BoxyCharm. You guys, this whole quarantine has got me all fucked up because, okay, so let me give you a rundown of what's going on with my quarantine routine. Be following me on Instagram, and if you haven't, I highly suggest that you do. My Instagram name is I am Holiday Branch. So if you guys have been following me, then you guys already know that I actually have the privilege of working from home. And it's really funny because in the beginning I was just oh my god, I'm working from home, I'm gonna save so much time, because usually I wake up at 6 to get ready. By 7:15 I'm already out the door to get to work at 8. So I was I'm gonna save myself so much time because I'll have 2 hours to myself to do my makeup and do this and do that. Bitch, I haven't done anything. It's so hard to wake up early now because number one, Warren is fucking having he's experiencing his fucking college routine again. He gets to wake up whenever he wants. He gets to do whatever he wants. So having him sleeping till 11 in the afternoon, it's so unmotivating for me to wake up. I wake up at 6 and I'm oh yeah, I should be getting ready and take a shower and do my routine. And guess what ends up happening? I end up fucking falling asleep. I wake up exactly at 7:30, 30 minutes before my shift starts. And even when I'm in the computer, it's so hard to wake up. But yeah, that's kind of my routine right now. And where I'm waking up late, whole fucking the whole day just passes by, doing nothing but work. And then when I get off from work, I save myself time from traffic because I'm already at home. But I don't want to do anything. I don't want to do anything because I'm just so exhausted from work. And then seeing, Warren, kind of being, doing his routine, it's very easy to not do anything. So I've been trying my best to take my advice and to take advantage of every single hour that I have, and I think I've been doing well. I'm trying to post content every single week, but it's just, there's just so many things that happen. For example, my fucking computer fucking died on me, so, and then that was a couple of days of not editing, and then my phone kept fucking running out of battery, and that took time and money to go buy an SD card. SD cards are really expensive. I just spent $80 on this shit. So, but it's an investment. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. And right now, that it's Sunday, it's Southern California over here. It's super sunny, so we're just gonna go out and explore and have a good time. Do you guys like my rip and dip? So we're gonna go to Target. Warren's family has a pool, and they've been doing pretty well in doing self-quarantine. So we've been away from society for a while, and we're you know what? It's hot, it's nice. We're gonna go out and enjoy the pool. I don't have a swimsuit that's appropriate, so we're gonna go to Target and buy a swimsuit for my. And it's kind of funny because I was telling Warren, do you think people are going to get offended by the rip and dip mask? But then again, I was just if they're close enough to see what it is, they're, they're too close. They should stay away from us. So, let's go. So, we just came back from Target, and I don't know, I feel Target and Walmart, brings the worst out of me because, there's just so many people. It's so chaotic, and, I feel like people go there for essentials, but at the same time time they go there for entertainment, because you just see a bunch of people just walking around, like, you know, because like there's nothing to do, I guess you can say. But Warren and I got a bikini. Well, Warren got me a bikini, and it's so hard to like find bikinis out there because, you know, I'm big, but like in the right places, and like my waist is still small, even though like I still like have like some type of like fat, but like I'm still small, so like it's really fucking hard to like find like clothes for me, because like and I are based in Orange County, and it's getting pretty hot. And during the beginning of quarantine, it was like in the middle of spring. It was like raining, it was cold, it was gray. It was just like, you know, the weather was helping, you know, like everybody was saying like, well, like why should we go out if like the weather is fucking terrible? It's like California's way of saying like, bitch, stay inside. But now that like it's literally May, okay, it's May, it's the beginning of May, it's starting to be hot, and over here in California is known to have like amazing weather. Like all year round we have amazing weather. Like no matter how cold we complain, or like how windy it is, or how the rain is, like it's still amazing, because like it's not as bad as like other places, you know, like for example like Florida or like, you know, Minnesota, to like be hot. And we're based here in Orange County. We live really close to like Huntington Beach, and I remember like the first week of quarantine we actually decided to go to Huntington Beach, and I was like surprised how many people there was like walking around the sideboards. And it kind of scared me, because I was just like, dude, like nobody's practicing social distancing. Like everyone is wearing masks, but like no one is practicing social distancing. So I was just like telling Warren, like, you know what, like after this, like I refuse to go out, because like everyone like is not respecting each other's space. And like right now, like this whole fucking weekend, all what we've been seeing like on the news is like a bunch of protests like happening in Huntington Beach. And I won't really get into like the reasons why. I'm pretty sure if you guys have been watching the news, like you guys know why. But it's like, it's fucking crazy, because like right now that the sun is out and it's warm, there's so many people outside. Like there's so much traffic for like us being quarantined, and like it's ridiculous. So like right now we're going to his parents' place, and like they have a pool. We're just going to enjoy it. And we've been doing our part of like, you know, doing quarantine, so we feel really safe about it. But it's still kind of like, we're still like privileged, I guess you can say, because like we have that. But I can see why people are getting kind of desperate. Like people are getting desperate to like get the fuck out, especially here in California. Like you pay so much in rent, you pay so much just to like enjoy these type of like things, and like it's not, you know, a lot of people are not having a good time. So we're just gonna go out and have fun. How Warren? Warren, what are you gonna get?
What?
What are you gonna get?
My haircut.
Getting his haircut.
Oh my goodness.
Let me see.
This is not like the baby with his first haircut.
What are you doing?
It's your first haircut. Oh, Warren. And we are back home. So it's pretty late. It's about let me see. It's like 9:45 p.m. It's a Sunday. I actually have to get ready to go to work tomorrow early in the morning, and I have that privilege. But working from home is definitely as luxurious as you think. This past 2 months, I literally have been waking up 30 minutes before my my shift begins. I literally have been waking up, brushing my teeth, drink my coffee, and like clock in my pajamas. I've been taking a shower when I am in lunch, and like I like do stuff around the house during my breaks. It's been a very different routine, and even though I miss my office and I miss my coworkers and I miss my routine, like in the beginning of quarantine, it was really hard, and I was like just like crying all the time, because I was just like, I miss my office, I miss my friends, I miss my coworkers, I miss my desk. But now that, you know, after a while, after working for 2 months in the comfort of my own home, it's definitely has, you know, spoiled me because I just been lazy, you know, even though I have been doing a lot, you know, during this time. You know, I've been pushing a lot of YouTube, and I've been pushing a lot of content for my OnlyFans, and I've been improving my makeup skills and, you know, self-care in general. I've just been really lazy. Now that there's a lot of talk in Orange County about opening up the county and opening up the state in general, I feel like even though it's the first week of May and we're supposed to be back by May 15th, I think it's going to be a lot more sooner. If you guys have been watching the news or have been, you know, reading articles, but there's a lot of like tension here in Orange County. Even though California is known to be a Democratic state, Orange County is definitely a red county. There's a lot of Republicans. There's a lot of it's gentrified. It's really expensive to live here. There's a lot of corporate companies here. It's really Republican. It's pretty conservative. And because of that, it has definitely sparked this this protest and this political movement here in Huntington Beach. And this weekend, I just been reading a lot of, you know, restaurants and bars and even barbers and nail shops opening up here in Orange County, which is kind of different because, you know, it kind of puts that perspective of like, you know, the difference between, you know, a state, you know, government and a county government, and, you know, state laws and county laws. It definitely is pushing the envelope. But because of that, I really don't know what's going to happen with my job. I don't know if I'm going to go back to work. Either way, I'm going to have to start conditioning it myself and going back into that routine of waking up early at like 5:30 in the morning, take a shower, do my makeup, get dressed, and make time, get back on the freeway, get back on the car. I'm definitely expecting a lot of traffic now because everybody's gonna go back to work. I have to get myself in that routine. So with that being said, I'm going to get ready, unready with you guys. As you guys can see, I'm super sweaty. I've been all day at the pool with my in-laws, and I actually got sunburned. Look, oh my god, dropped you. Look, like really bad sunburn. So I'm gonna get ready to go to bed. For those who are asking what am I using, I'm actually using Palm's Cold Cream. It's basically the OG basically the OG makeup remover. I don't like using just fake makeup wipes to remove all of my makeup because I feel like it's just really bad for your skin. So what cold cream does is just it basically melts your whole fucking face away. And when you use a makeup wipe, it's actually a little bit more easier to remove it. It's kind of funny because there was this meme going around. It's basically saying, oh, millennials waiting for the house market to crash so they can buy their first home. And it's like Shaq, like making that little, you know, that little smirk with his hands. It's kind of funny because I was like talking to like my father-in-law, and I was like, oh my god, like I thought that, you know, I was like telling him like maybe like right now like might be a good time to like start saving money and maybe buy a house. But then it kind of got me to be thinking like I don't think the market is going to be good, and the reason why is because a lot of people probably defaulted from their mortgage. I think it's going to be a lot more harder to like buy a house. Like technically, like here's the thing. Banks like lend you out money. They don't want you to default. And the reason why is because even though they make money off from interest, it's still a lot more expensive for them to like, you know, to like actually have to like foreclose your home. Just a loss for them. And so because of this whole like quarantine situation, a lot of people have been living off from paycheck to paycheck. And I'm not gonna lie, especially here in California, a lot of people are house poor, meaning that they only make enough just to cover their mortgage and their like living expenses. That's pretty much it. There's a lot of people here in California that are like house poor. And that's definitely not the way to live. Why? Because when you're in situations like this, you become vulnerable and you're kind of set to, you know, you're set up to fail. I don't think getting a house right now is going to get easier. If you think that this was already hard enough to get a house, it's definitely going to get a lot more harder. And the reason why is because banks do not want you to default on their mortgage payment. It's so expensive. It's so expensive for them. They lose so much money if you default on their fucking payment. It's expensive. Even though the market value of houses have gone down, definitely it's convenient for those who actually have the money to pay for a house, like maybe in cash, or like maybe like if they had like a good down payment. But if you're just like a regular schmegular girl like me, it's gonna get harder. And again, I don't know, shit. Everything that I'm saying right now, it's like my opinion and my thoughts and feelings, okay? Do not take it as facts. And if you think that it's going to be easier, let me know in the comments below. Let's have a discussion. Yeah, I honestly feel like this whole quarantine has made people realize a lot of things and have questioned a lot of things, have questioned themselves, their government, their beliefs, their morals, etc., etc. At the same time, I feel like a lot of people are going to forget this a lot sooner than they think. And the reason why is because that's just how society works. I feel like a lot of people are going to forget that this ever happened. Because of that, people are going to go back to their same habits. And I definitely don't want to be one of those people. Definitely, this has changed my life. Definitely for the better. You can see I already finished taking a shower. Everything is all done. Bitch, this quarantine has my eyebrows growing crazy and I love it. So a lot of you girls have been asking me like, Holiday, how do you keep your hair healthy? And you know, it's long and thick and stuff like that. Honestly, my number one advice for letting your hair grow and be long and healthy and thick is to not wash your hair. Like literally, that's the number one advice I'm going to give you. To not fucking wash your hair. And the reason why is because if you keep washing your hair, you're basically breaking away the natural moisture from your hair, which, you know, if you don't have any moisture, then your hair breaks and falls off. So basically that's what I do. I don't wash my hair for like a week. That's what I do. And I definitely don't dye my hair. I don't cut my hair. A lot of you girls, it's funny because I see a lot of girls, the ones who are complaining about like, oh, I want long hair, blah, blah, blah. Like they keep cutting it. So if you're one of those like just keeps cutting your hair, don't cut it. Like don't cut it. I know like cutting your hair for your split ends is a necessity. I think you should do that, but honestly, just don't cut your hair. Like, if you already have like hair and it's going up to here and you cut it to a bob, how are you gonna fucking expect your hair to grow back if you keep cutting it, bitch? No, like, don't cut your hair. Also, don't fucking dye your hair as well. Oh my fucking god. I get it that there's trends out there, you know, like the highlights and, you know, like dyeing your hair red and purple and all this shit. Bitch, you do not need it. You don't. If you really want to like dye your hair, buy a wig, buy a lace front. I know those are like kind of expensive, but trust me, girl, you cannot put a price on your natural features. And if there's like temporary products that will satisfy the temporary desires that you have of dyeing your fucking hair a different color, why not take advantage of it? So don't dye your hair. Don't dye it. Don't dye it crazy colors. Don't do anything. Just be natural, ho. Like, be natural. Like, those are things that you can never fucking like your hair. Like, those are things that like that's something that God gave you. Enjoy it, you know? And my third advice is to take care of your health. I drink a lot of water. I eat tons of fatty foods. I'm on the keto diet. The keto diet is just basically a lot of like healthy fats like avocado, cooking with coconut oil, chorizo, chicharron, you know, all that type of fat. I eat tons of fatty foods, so that helps a lot because, you know, my skin is like glowy and moisturized, and like my hair is like shiny and long. My nails are like long and strong. So I eat tons of fatty foods. I drink tons of water, and most importantly, I always have supplements. I take biotin, and sometimes I'll take biotin that's infused with like keratin. So I always take vitamins. You don't need like sugar bear hair or like Tati vitamins or anything like that. You can just go to Target and get like your generic biotin for like $9.99 and you'll be good to go, girl. It's really that simple, you know. Sometimes I feel like when people have very complicated problems, they think that they need to find like complicated solutions. It's not, girl. Complicated problems, I promise you, the solutions are very, very simple. Like, that's just science. If you're a science major, then you already know the rule of thumb. If your explanation is not simple, like if your explanation is too complicated, it's too vague, it's too, you know, if your solution or your explanation to things or situations is not simple, it's not science. Maybe you don't have the right answer. Maybe you don't have an answer at all. So, pretty much my routine of keep things very simple. So that's pretty much my routine. I'm gonna get ready to go to bed. It's like about like, it's like 10:53. It's pretty late. I'm really sleepy. And I have to go to work tomorrow. I actually have to wake up early tomorrow, and the reason why is because I have to get back to the routine of getting back to work on time. And I'm really excited. I hope I go back to the office. And the reason why is because like I miss my coworkers, and I miss my desk, and I miss my boss. I know it sounds really weird, but like I just miss being part of a team, and, you know, being part of like sharing responsibilities with like my coworkers and stuff. Like, honestly, like I love it. But whatever happens. Whatever decision that my boss makes, I know it's going to be the best decision for the company, like share my life with you guys for a little bit. I know I haven't been posting a lot, and the reason why is because like I've been busy, like I said before. I thought that, you know, during quarantine I would have a lot of time, but I don't. Hopefully I'll be back with you guys. I'll post another video, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Bye, you guys.